got a dog, right? But her dog be locked up. Her dog don't just roam the streets.
Yeah, that's another thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
So she keep her dog. So I know that if she's cooking, she ain't out there communicating or managing the dog. You know what I'm saying? She is focusing on what she's doing.
Let me just interject for people, because I don't want people to think that our aunt is keeping her dog locked up all the time. This dog is not locked up all the time. If she's cooking, she's going to put the dog away. That's all. Right? I'm doing a disclaimer right now. Okay, you're not gonna say
that remain
in the comments. You're not gonna say in the comments and say, "Oh, your aunt just locks her dog up all day." She doesn't do that.
Bro, for 20 cents a day, you can save a dog.
You can save a dog.
I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night to the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel good. Holy moly, guacamole in my pockets. What a blessing. Got it on me, I got options. Real stepper, check the shoes, get it poppin'. Eating good.
Welcome to the Fuller Podcast. I'm your host, Avery Fuller, with my co-host and hostess, Maurice Bird, aka Reese.
You see it?
And that lovely wife of mine, the wonderful, the amazing, the beautiful Money Mail, aka Melnisha Fuller.
You see it?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah. And you know what time it is. How y'all feeling?
I'm all right. Are you
Feeling
good?
pretty good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm always good, man. You know how that goes in this
I'm
world,
relaxed.
man. You relaxed?
Yes.
Well, you know what time it is. This is the first thing that we do on every chance that we get. We take this thing right there, we put them up, and we throw them back.
Ooh. That wasn't pleasant.
It wasn't pleasant. Just alcohol.
Just a little tip. Just a
Look at
little
me, face. Man, like she done drunk some acid. Do it feel like it's acid? All right. Our icebreaker today is going to come in the form of either or.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
So as quickly as you can, tell me which one you choose out of the viable options that I provide. Are y'all ready?
All right.
Okay.
All right. Either or. Chipotle or Moe's?
Moe's.
That is hard. Okay.
Moe's has all the options.
Oh my gosh.
Chipotle
I'm
or
gonna
you
go
choose
with
the sauce.
Chipotle.
Ugh.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Chipotle.
Applebee's or Ruby Tuesday?
Applebee's.
Ruby Tuesday.
This is going to be kind of tough.
Okay.
Buffalo Wild Wings or Watergate?
Watergate.
Oh man. Dang.
Watergate.
I might have to go with the gate too. Not gonna lie, that's some good chicken.
I had to go Buffalo. Buffalo got options as far as
Watergate got options too. What are you talking about? That
Watergate
Philly's
don't got
crazy.
Buffalo Wild Wings options.
That's okay, but I can go get Buffalo
I
Wild
can get
Wings
boneless.
sauce.
I can get
I
fried.
ain't worried about boneless. And you can't get gizzards.
Can't get gizzards. That's funny.
You can't get gizzards.
Uh,
Or glizzies.
last but not least, Olive Garden or Chili's?
Chili's. You know how I feel about Olive
It's
Garden.
so hard for me.
Best thing they got is breadsticks and salad and a soup.
Really?
But it's
You think that?
so good.
That's a fact.
The lasagna can be quite delicioso.
Like Chili's. Why we couldn't do Chili's and Applebee's?
Well,
Okay, fine. I'm gonna go with Olive Garden.
okay. All right. Well,
Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go with Chili's. They got the Southwest rolls. None of them other places got Southwest rolls
that's true. That's
That is
true.
a fact.
And that's what you do, Southwest rolls. So
and ribs. Those ribs
and
are
the
good.
ribs, those ribs are immaculate.
Yeah.
They fall right off.
The bone.
Quite delicious.
Yeah, their burgers are good too.
I
Chili's
ain't,
got
I,
good
ain't,
burgers too.
I ain't never had a burger from
What
there.
happened? Yeah, I haven't had their burgers. Their burgers be on sale for lunch, I think.
Them burgers are all right.
Hey,
I haven't had their burgers.
I'm gonna tell you what I had yesterday. that was good.
What that is?
I had a soul food egg roll from Boss Queens.
Okay.
Bitch, no, you didn't.
Yes, I
You
did.
gonna be ordering one now?
What you mean? You can get them online? Like they mail them to you?
No, Boss Queen.
Boss Queen.
Oh, Boss
From
Queens.
Janet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good.
Oh, it was good.
Okay,
Like
that's
when I
what's
say it
up.
was good, they take the egg roll and they put it in the chicken batter and deep fry that too. So the egg roll got like chicken skin on it. Then when you bite into it, you got collard greens, macaroni and cheese, candy yams, and
Cause
chicken.
I had the what they had they got a fried rib, I think.
They got fried pork chop.
They got a
Or they do got a fried rib too. Yep.
they got a fried turkey wing too. I think
I had
they're pretty good. It ain't that bad. I gotta go back. I ain't really care for their size too much, but I go back.
the macaroni was good. I had rice and gravy, but they mixed it together, so it was different. But and then I had Philly salmon egg rolls.
Oh,
So
You
That's
just want
different.
egg rolled up.
yeah,
right.
it was good, bro. Like it was to hear Philly salmon egg rolls. I mean, I get a Philly chicken, Philly steak, but Philly salmon, I ain't never had a Philly salmon sandwich.
Well, they got one over there at
Yeah.
Major Phillies, I believe.
Yeah, I want to go there. I want to get that. We should go there and just kind of like buy the different things that they got because they got
Where?
the oxtail.
Oh, Major
sub.
Phillies. I had that.
They got the oxtail
That
Philly.
oxtail is that joint
Yeah.
is on another planet.
We should.
I'm telling
we
you.
should do that tomorrow or something.
Y'all
never
sitting there
had no
buy
oxtail.
y'all gonna buy one and get mad because y'all ain't gonna want to share.
What is it? Is they're all subs?
They're Phillies,
Yeah,
but their
called-
Phillies is like they're Phillies on another level. Like I ain't gonna front, and their fries are they're like Five Guy fries. They're good.
Where they
They're real
located?
good. Right there on Granby Street, right before the right between what's that? I think it's the that's the what's it the grilled cheese joint.
Oh no, I can find the address. So
Yeah, it's not hard to find.
all you
We're
got to
gonna
do
order.
is be open to it. We can order tomorrow.
But I don't
while
think
you're
you
at work.
can
I'll bring
online
some.
order with the Philly, the oxtail.
I mean,
I'm not sure.
I'll go there and order it. I just
Yeah. And
bring it to
it's
you while
like
you're at work.
$30-something, so I ain't gonna front.
we could eat lunch at your job or something.
I mean, we could do that, or I think I'm gonna come home early.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you
coming
come home
at
early
12.
anyway. Yeah. So we can
Oh,
go there.
Yeah.
go up there. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that'll be good. That's a date.
Oh,
All right, our TV show of the week this week comes in the form of the classic TV show on HBO's very own hood drama, The Wire. So The Wire had 6 seasons. It was every season was different. Some seasons kind of went back to previous seasons and addressed certain things. But I want to know what y'all think about The Wire. What was your approach to it when you originally started watching it? And then, of course, I want to know what your favorite season was, if you know. And, of course, we're going to rate it 1 to 10. So, Mel, we're going to start with you, sweetheart. Tell me, who is your favorite character on The Wire?
Omar.
Omar.
ooh.
Bro, Omar was doing some real different
I mean,
stuff
he
up
was
in there,
doing
boy.
some different stuff.
But he was the
when-
most feared.
He was
But
the
when you
gangster
said
gay
his name,
man
they
ever.
packed up and ran.
And that was a real person.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
That
I
was
mean,
based off a real person.
that's crazy.
when you think
Yeah.
about it, though, and listen, they was really in those Baltimore projects shooting that.
They
that
were
show.
literally in a. And
You know what I'm saying?
They
It
didn't
was-
change a thing.
It
They've
made
been
me
to
think
Baltimore.
everything about where I grew up at, for sure. So your favorite character is Omar.
Yeah,
What about season? Do you know what your favorite season was?
I don't know what my favorite season was. I was a little, I was hesitant to watch it a little bit because you were watching it and
You
I
went
just
into that
saw
hood
the
shit.
children, killing each other, and they were doing all this extra stuff, and I was like, oh no, I can't watch this. But then I
she
started
got
watching
stuck.
a little more. I did get stuck, and I couldn't believe it. It was just like, wait a minute, what's gonna happen next? Why is this happening? What's going
Yeah.
on? So, it was interesting.
So some seasons was different. Like season 2 was like the docs.
Yeah,
And,
season 2 was like the docs.
it was catering to it. It spoke a lot of Norfolk.
Well,
Like,
I mean, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
think
Because
so?
Yeah, the
no,
harbor.
it did, because the docks that they had was connected to, like, that dock in Baltimore that just kind of had the ship run into it. That's what it was based off of, but it was all connected to Hampton Roads.
Yeah.
So they would reference Norfolk and the terminals and stuff like that all the time.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think I missed that.
Yeah. Well, We'll watch it again, I'm sure. All right, rate it 1 to 10.
I give it a 10. It was really good. I mean, I was interested. I liked it. It was good. It was very surprising, very interesting.
Yeah.
To see all of that corruption. I don't think I can look at Baltimore differently now. That's the first thing I think of when I hear Baltimore is
The Wire.
The Wire.
The variety of characters to me stood out. All right, Reese, what about you, man? Who's your favorite character?
I'm probably who's the killer? Was it Rebe? Was that his name?
Weebay.
Weebay?
Yeah.
He was like for another sandwich and a soda.
Yeah.
I take those bodies too.
I'll tell you what some more bodies at.
I say, yo, that was my
gosh.
favorite. He had to been the realest person, one of the realest characters of all time. Like I never. He understood his assignment. He knew exactly who he was.
He knew
and
exactly what it was. Yeah.
I was just disappointed in his son. But
Why? Because his son wanted a better life for himself?
Yeah, and that's
You was disappointed in that?
no. But his son was a little soft too.
I mean,
But
he ain't grew up in the streets.
But my favorite season, I won't say the last season because I didn't really. It was that season when was it Idris Elba when he killed old boy.
Killed who?
When he was a snitch. When he all came together, we found out he was a snitch. What was that, the third or fourth season?
Found out who was a snitch?
When Idris Elba was a snitch.
Stringer Bell.
Stringer Bell. When Stringer
Okay.
was a snitch.
Oh man, I forgot about him. Yeah.
Yeah.
When all the girls was going, I used to hate
That's
that.
crazy.
Oh, just Stringer Bell. Then they found out he was
That's
I
so
can't
funny.
stand. Yeah, whatever. Y'all was riding for him until you found out he was a whole snitch out here.
All right, Reese, rate it 1 to
Oh
10.
come on, man. That's not even a question. That's golden.
That's golden.
That's classic. Like it's a hood classic.
I agree.
That's a must.
That's a classic. That's a must watch. I can tell you my favorite character was Stringer Bell, actually.
Okay.
And the biggest reason why is because Stringer Bell throughout the entire show was trying to legitimize things.
Yeah, he was
Trying to make things
he was trying to legalize illegal activities.
exactly.
Like-
he was the brains behind everything.
Yeah, he was a smart one.
And the simple reality is sometimes if they would have just listened to him, they all would have made it out alive.
And he tried to control the chaos
Right.
of a game that's almost uncontrollable.
And I think the other thing is he made the difficult decisions. And a lot of the decisions he made is the reason why he died. Right? He was killed by Omar and the Muslim dude.
But snitching,
Right.
no.
He won't snitch it.
He snitched. He dropped. Remember, he was the reason old boy got put back
No,
in jail.
he did that on purpose though. He did that. That was a power move as far as him trying to, because Avon was going rogue.
Yeah, Avon was going.
Avon was
a
about to
street
mess
nigga.
everything up. Right. He was a
He was
street dude. And he's trying to legitimize things, so he messing up what he doing.
Yeah.
So guess what? I got to move him out of the way for a minute. I ain't gonna kill him. I'm gonna lock him up until he get out. You know what I'm saying? And then when he get out, I got him.
He did.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got these stores. I got this and that. Yeah, business
Exactly.
going for him.
He took everything and tried to clean that money and make things better.
Who's the wild card? Remember the wild card? The other drug dealer,
Marlo.
I couldn't stand him.
Yeah.
But Marlo
was a hood
Hitman.
dude. Yes.
Marlo Hitman
Yes.
was real, bro.
The girl.
what her name was? Fee.
I can't think.
something?
Bro, I can't.
Oh yeah.
Bruh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But
And that's a real person too.
the other young boy that killed her, that killed all of them,
Yeah.
he was a beast too. And
Oh, yeah.
he was a young boy though. You know what I'm saying?
Even how,
That was one of the kids, right? They were showing the whole time. As he was
Yeah.
growing
And
up.
he
even
ended up turning to the new Omar.
Omar got killed was kind of wild.
Omar got killed by a little baby, man. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
But that's just how the streets go.
But it's just weird that they did him like that, man. Like he went from being the toughest dude in the whole joint to getting killed by a baby.
But that's how it go. You know how the streets go. Somebody, you trying to make a little young name for yourself.
Crazy. He had a little boyfriend and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Remember they killed his
I mean, he
boyfriend?
did.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
And then they killed the blind man, which
Omar
it's crazy because it seemed like all the bosses got killed. Prop Joe got
Yeah,
killed.
Pop Joe got
You
killed.
know what I'm saying? They was just killing people.
I ain't like when they killed Pop Joe. I felt some type of way about that one.
I can tell you when oh boy, I can't think of his name right now, but when he killed the girl, and the girl say she knew what time it was. She knew she was about to get killed, and she leaned over and said, "How my hair look, man?"
Oh, you talking about the sister?
No, the girl
the
that
gangster jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said, how my hair look, man? He said, it look good, girl. Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
crazy.
goated. That's goated.
It's
That
so
goes
many
inside
classics,
the goat conversation. Let's hear some horns on them goats. Yeah. All right, man. Let's hop into our movie of the week. Movie of the week just actually came out this week, and we took our time to watch that today. That is the movie, The Deliverance. That movie is directed by Lee Daniels, one of the more significant directors in our community for sure. It was a different movie, you know what I'm saying? But it was also based on a true story similar to The Conjuring. So I want to know what y'all think about the movie overall. And of course, like we always do, we're gonna rate it 1 to 10. Reese, we'll start with you this time.
I came in it kind of judgmental. I'm not gonna front. I heard kind of bad things about it before I watched the movie, and when I sat down and watched it, it actually shocked me. It was pretty good. It wasn't a bad movie. I won't say it's the best horror movie ever in the world, but it had its points, and it was it was pungent. It kept me intrigued. The rated, I give it probably a solid 8.5. Monique was looking quite delicious in that. That's a side note. Man. God knows Monique was looking good. But anyway, yeah, it was a good horror movie.
Monique was like a social worker.
She was wearing them fits though, I tell you that. Anyway, she was
to each his own.
But yes, that was it was a good movie. Like I'm not gonna sit there and say it was one of those movies where you won't be able to sleep at night. Oh my god. Right. But it was good. Like the scary parts they were okay. I mean,
I can dig it. I can dig
it was straight.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
It was all right.
Okay, so you said you rated it 8?
Yeah, I give it an 8.
Okay, all right, man. What about you? What's your thoughts on the movie and what you rated?
Honestly, I thought the movie was good. It was a really good movie. I went into it with an open mind.
You had to, right?
So yeah, I had to. But I can say he did a very good job with this movie. That true story effect, that right there is, I think that's very interesting to me because I'll get online and start looking it up.
Oh, she talks about it.
Yeah, that true story, the true story part of it is very significant, and I think it made it even more interesting to see. It did kind of remind me of some of the other horror movies, like you said, like The Conjuring almost. They weren't. It wasn't driven by the Catholic Church, but it wasn't an exorcism.
No,
it was a deliverance. So this was definitely something completely different. That is very interesting. So I'm definitely gonna look that up.
What you rate it?
I would give it a solid 8 as well, and I give it an 8 because it did kind of. I can kind of understand they was trying to show the viewpoints of everybody that was in the house, but it did kind of jump a couple of times whereas she was hearing things, so I wasn't sure if she was actually hearing things or whatever. It didn't really show much of that, so
it was a lot of like things that weren't clear.
Yeah, for the most part.
Like when the banger was doing and the mother and her boo was still there. They acted like they didn't hear the bang.
Right, it's like they didn't hear it, you know.
I get it.
And then the other thing was just the way they ignored everything. I feel like that's not something they don't.
Was it black enough for you?
They would have asked questions like, if I see my kid doing something weird, I'm gonna start trying to find out what's going on. Right, exactly. And
the mysterious bruises was crazy.
And still, she was going through social service issues anyway.
Right. Yeah. Or the lady who came to her and gave her all the information that she kind of knew that her son told her, and she still was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
This like you're not telling me the truth.
Oh, my son has an imaginary
and then got
friend.
Up and left.
Yeah, it was like
right. So
who will help you?
So she was kind of like in a way
a bird.
She was like, white people don't.
Yeah, we can
like horror movie. White people don't. White people do dumb shit in horror movies. They run, they fall.
Okay.
Trip.
They walk towards the knocking door.
Hey, did you? Let's go investigate.
Exactly.
Did you hear that
They
scream?
are-
Let's go towards it.
They're very investigative.
They're
Well, I
very
guess
inquisitive.
she
So-
didn't investigate anything.
No, she didn't. She was just
she didn't
weird.
investigate anything, honestly.
Like she was drunk, but not a drunk, and then it was
right.
Like,
That's that. Yeah, and that was confusing too. It was like she was drinking, but then she wasn't drinking.
They presented her like she was
know.
like a hoe.
they presented
But
her like
she ain't
was
do
a
no
hoe,
hoe
but
shit.
She wanted, like she wasn't.
Yeah.
It was kind of
She
weird.
ain't do nothing hoish
She
at
wasn't
all.
even
But,
really
and there
that
was a lot of
drunk, like-
tension. Like the movie at the beginning, like I could feel the tension
I
just
think that
watching
was,
the
that was.
movie.
I think it was purposely. They did.
yeah,
that on
it was a lot of tension. Like they were just angry.
Oh well, that house. Remember, it was like that house.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you see your kids floating, and then we still don't know what she did in the room with them kids with that bat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, she beat the wall in.
But they was acting like they attacked her, like she attacked them.
Well, she did.
Well, they didn't remember.
Right.
That was the thing, is that they didn't remember. And then this demon was different from the other ones because he was working through one kid and
Man, he
affecting
spread.
the other
Yeah, he
kids too.
spread.
Yeah.
His
So-
juices.
I rate the movie 8.5.
Okay.
Right. And the biggest reason to me is because Lee Daniels really brought the black. Right. To me, it was a black Conjuring. Now, I'm not comparing as far as to the level at which The Conjuring is, because The Conjuring is a more established franchise, right?
Right.
But it brought that black Conjuring. Do you realize that she fought the demon speaking in tongues?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
She was catching the
did.
Holy Ghost in
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
process, you know. And
I
to
was
me,
pretty
it was like
surprised about that too.
that was some real black people stuff.
Yeah, when
that's
she
black
when
church.
she started
You know what I'm
speaking in
saying?
tongue, I couldn't help myself. I started laughing.
It was kind of different. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Right.
like it ain't the power of Christ.
This ain't- yeah, this
compels
ain't
you,
the
you know?
Catholic
It was
Church.
like, I rebuke you, Satan.
Well, she
Right,
did have
what I'm
holy
saying?
water.
Exactly.
She did have holy water.
Right. Of course,
But
holy
she's-
water is in
yeah,
every church.
but
Black,
she didn't
white,
have
blue,
the,
But she ran out of
She
that.
didn't read the scripture.
Yeah, she did run out. But what I did not get is her bones and stuff started breaking, and even the demon was looking at her like,
Like,
"What
dang,
the hell is
what's going
happening?" You know what I'm saying?
Is she pop locking? What's going
Right.
on?
So
Oh my
I just
God.
didn't get why her bones was breaking. You know what I'm
I
saying?
thought that was weird too. And then it came back and she was fine.
Right. It was like it was a whole lot happening to her that was unexplained.
Well, I don't know, because at the end she looked like every bit of what was
Well,
happening
no,
to her.
she got her ass. She got beat up.
She got a
big
good
time.
eye
Yeah.
turn.
But it was just, it was just different.
It was.
On how that
I almost-
went. I almost feel like she went through all of that bone cracking and stuff for nothing. It just added like the hard, because you would think that she was possessed.
Yeah, when I watched it the first time, I thought it was the demon
Right.
getting his stuff breaking
Right.
up. And
But
then,
it was like she
then
was
you see the
possessed by
demon
God.
looking like, what's going on? Like,
But I think he was trying to break her down so she could, because she was already down, but he was trying to break her down even more so she could just give up.
I think my thing is I've never seen a person possessed by God in that sense. And I feel like for the demon to be looking at her like, what?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the demon to feel like, what in the hell is going on? It was like, yo, why is her bones breaking?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I don't know.
saying?
And
It
then
was
if her
odd.
bones broke, how did they get back to where she just was fine?
Right.
Was
and-
that her? Was that divine intervention?
How did they decide?
And then she went
What her
and
pain
talked.
was.
She went and talked to her mama, but then she was like, "Oh no, God, let me God right here." Like,
That's something else that I didn't get. The little boy turned to her mama with sharp teeth. You know what I'm saying? That was odd.
it was kind
But I
of
think it was
trying to
mental.
throw doubt and get in her head.
Right, but how can you throw down and get in her head when you switch to her mama, but you a monster, and it's clear that you're not her mama.
But yeah, I mean,
I think it'll be different if it switched to her mama, and used her mama face,
It's a
and it was,
regular-
Right.
she wasn't
Heel.
a demon ish, but
but her mama said, "Still smell that mustard coochie."
oh my god, hey.
Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
so what it felt like it was a combination of The Conjuring and
Like a poltergeist.
no,
Exorcist.
Exorcist.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
But it's based on like if you listen to the lady, she had interviews and certain aspects of what they put in that show actually she says happened. Which I mean,
That's crazy.
and I wonder if there's actually a real social worker that was there but I heard it was her and her mama in the room when the little boy started climbing the wall.
I was going to say, when she was in that room and he got out of there and started climbing the walls, I don't even know how she left.
Listen, I can tell you right now, if a motherfucker start climbing the wall like that,
She was
backwards,
standing there.
like backwards, looking
No,
like
after
a
he
spider.
jumps out of them restraints.
Yeah.
See, y'all forgetting he was in restraints first. These are crazy people restraints.
He
But
would
she
die.
came in with
He would die.
nurses.
How?
though.
You gonna kill him?
Absolutely.
I'm not.
I'm going to prison that day if they're gonna put me on trial.
Close.
If the camera show him crawl up the wall backwards, and I kill him, and they still want to put me on trial, let's do it. Let's
The
go.
only way he gonna catch me. First.
I don't know. You should run out the room.
I'm
I
out
don't
the
think you should
door.
get close to that.
They gonna
No,
see all.
he
They
gonna
gonna see
die.
us some Jordan
If he
sneakers.
could do all of that, go ahead and close the door.
Yeah, you ain't winning
and then
that
you need
fight.
to figure out what you need to
Well,
do.
he
from
done
there.
already beat the grandmama up, and he was just a shadow. He beat grandma,
I would say
burned the cross up.
there are so many true horror events in different places.
Yeah.
I think honestly, Lee Daniels, he is on to something. And if he can keep going with it, I think he'll be able to
If he
build
get
something in that horror franchise.
right, if he do like they do with the Conjuring, where he find different cases
And plus-
and just make movies about them,
Oh yeah.
and then link them together in some way.
Oh yeah.
You gotta think this thing is less than 20 years old. That's the scary part about it.
Yeah, well, it's
happened
actually
in our
20 years
lifetime.
old. It's actually 20 years
Yeah,
old.
this happened in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Like this ain't no
And they just
1954.
bulldozed the house in 2016.
They just demolished the house in 2016.
And they said they're still
and they still got crazy
Yeah.
stuff going on
paranormal
in the
stuff
house.
going on.
Y'all want to go out there and take a look at it?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me how to go.
I say y'all want to.
Yeah,
We're not going.
I didn't say me. I wasn't going.
Oh,
All right.
I would say we're not going.
Let's get into our news that you can use. There was a cafeteria manager who was sent to trial because she stole approximately $1.5 million in chicken from the school system. She was sentenced to 9 years in prison. Since then, the NFL players come with the offer to pay for it for her. I don't know if him paying for it would change her sentence. So he might well just let her, do her 9 years for stealing chicken, the dumbest shit ever. I don't know how y'all feel about that. That's a lot of chicken.
It is a lot of
And,
chicken.
I wonder what type of chicken she made. So tell me, tell me what you
fried
think.
chicken
made all kinds of
gumbo,
chicken.
If she fried all that chicken,
Creole,
Nah, she made all kinds
boiled
of chicken.
baked chicken,
bro, for $1.5 million in
cacciatore,
chicken, she should have like
chicken
a
teriyaki,
Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
a Buffalo Wild Wings,
Like
she should
some
have
type of
her own
restaurant.
dynasty.
That's crazy. But what y'all think about that? 9 years, is that a lot for stealing $1.5 million in chicken? I mean, stealing $1.5 million in chicken is a lot. Share your thoughts, Mel. Tell me what you think.
I don't even know what the punishment really should be. I mean, yeah, you should probably get some jail time, of course, because you stole some chicken. But it is chicken, and I don't know what I don't know what she had planned. I don't know if she was trying to feed the homeless and thought, well, I have all this available food, I don't know what she was thinking, but I'm kind of curious to know what she did with all the chicken too. Like,
Yeah.
what were you doing with it
That's a lot.
to
of chicken.
take that much chicken? I know food costs have went up, but they only reported chicken that was missing. What else did you take anything else? Did you just ate chicken? What's going on?
All right. That's what I don't get. Like, is it a collective amount of chicken? Is it something she did over time? Did she take
Right.
It's over
a bu-
9 years though.
Oh, so she took $1.5 million in chicken over 9 years.
Over 9
Oh,
years,
okay.
2,400
Okay.
cases.
You know what? It's hard to believe that another cafeteria worker didn't know what she was doing. They got chicken too.
Come on, everybody got chicken.
Oh yeah, all of them got chicken.
She was a chicken lady. Like you be like, yo, you having a cookout? You go holler at her.
They probably was talking to her and she was like, just go ahead and take that case of chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it says
she
she stole
probably paid her bills and everything.
she stole more than 11,000 cases of chicken.
11,000 cases of chicken.
And it's like, that's really tough to hear and tough to watch. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
I think really, if we're taking it lightly because we're saying it's just chicken, but that's a lot of money. At the
You're
end of
right.
the day.
It is.
That's a lot of money, and that's matter of fact, she's stealing from the kids because she was a cafeteria lady.
She was a manager.
She was she was the one writing the invoices and all.
Yeah.
So she was stealing. She was pretty much stealing from us. We're taxpayers. She was stealing from the taxpayer. But I mean, I don't know what she was using it for. Ain't no telling.
She
what
gave
was doing
people
it
chicken.
for.
There ain't no way. I mean, she did it
that's
over
just
a course of
wild.
9 years, and ain't nobody say nothing. No
Right.
one noticed anything.
Somebody had
They
to know
noticed
something.
it. There's no way. Like I've done inventory and you break inventory down to the penny. You know what I mean? Almost to the to you give yourself a leeway, whatever the leeway is. But there's no way somebody was like 1.5 million. That's almost what 200,000 a year, a little bit give or take.
Yeah, I don't know if it was over 9 years. I think she just got 9 years in prison.
Oh, she just got 9 years
okay.
in jail.
Yeah,
But still, like,
but she must really like chicken, bruh.
ain't no, yeah.
She must have been. She either was selling it, or she was,
What else was she doing?
or she was. I mean, she could have been giving it away. I
She
mean,
was a major wing
Listen,
distributor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
was out there
was.
on the
Damn,
block.
she-
Yo, like,
she
yo,
was doing,
I
what
got
they
3
call it,
wings for
the selling
$5, like 3 for 4. Like,
Let me ask y'all this: what would you do, Mel, with $1.5 million in chicken wings?
Hardee's.
I mean, first off, we're gonna have chicken. We're gonna have a lot of chicken, so we gonna eat it, but not all of it. We're gonna share. We'll share, and all that chicken. I mean, you can even set up shop somewhere and feed the homeless. That's a lot of chicken.
And see, that's a part of the problem. You want to get away. I would create a chicken
Bro,
stock.
I'm thinking about like Popeyes. I'm gonna holler at Popeyes. I'm gonna holler.
I'm
at
gonna
KFC.
develop
I
10,000
don't think
different
they
levels.
Gonna buy that from
What?
They wouldn't buy it from her.
Listen,
For the low.
I'm not gonna go and sell it to any company. I am going to open up a chicken shack.
But then you're not guaranteed if you go. Well, I guess she wouldn't have known.
But if I
So she
got
probably
wings,
thought that she
I
would've
got
been able to
wings
keep
cheaper than
getting
the
it.
grocery store. You coming to me,
I mean, she probably was selling it, making
and then
a
plus,
profit.
remember, she's stealing. So you ain't. She's making all profit. There's nothing
Well,
but
that's
profit to be
true.
made.
Chris Jones from the Chiefs, he the player that offered to pay for the $1.5 million in chicken.
What a nice guy.
But I think that would be based off of them freeing her.
Yeah, that was the one
Okay.
based off of her.
But that's what makes me
Dropping,
wonder.
they want to
What
drop
was
the
her
charges.
story? You know what I'm saying? Like, did they find out she was?
Let me ask you something. What type of story would she have to make you give her a pass on $1.5 million?
All I'm saying is,
Yeah, that's like,
I'm
yeah,
just saying,
that's
for
that's
this
got to be
football
like a.
player to
and plus you
randomly
gotta-
just say, "Oh, I'll pay for all the chicken," and he wants.
I feel
to
like
drop
it's
the
just a black
charges.
thing.
I think it's a black
She-
thing
tell
too.
She's 68 years old.
68.
Okay.
So 9 years in prison, she's
That's
gonna be
pretty much
eating it.
life.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. And then to go to prison for 9 years over chicken.
It's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
maybe you feel like, yo, if I could just pay for it, can we just like, it's like getting caught stealing in the stove,
Yeah.
or you see a kid get caught stealing, you're like, look, I got it.
Let me get.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Okay.
it's just different because she's going to prison for 9 years.
That that's a long time for,
prison
for
for
chicken.
9 years for some chicken is crazy.
What's to say she was just stealing the chicken and throwing it away? We don't know what she was doing with that chicken.
Well, it don't matter what she was doing with the chicken. She took the goddamn chicken home. If she took the chicken home, she is responsible for that
I
chicken.
know she had chicken all types of ways.
Yeah.
Listen, I know one thing. She probably don't like chicken no more.
She probably sick of chicken. Probably have an allergic reaction when she see it.
I couldn't imagine. Reese, what would it take for you to let her off from the $1.5 million worth of chicken?
To let her like scot
Like,
free.
what type of life issues would she have to have? What type of story could they
Like,
tell you?
there's only one real story that I can buy. There's actually no story I can buy because, like I said, she's stealing from taxpayers at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But only story I can I'd be like, oh, why? She would have to, like she said, have to giving it to the homeless. Like she would have to fry out every piece of that chicken. I'm talking about to perfection. I ain't talking about you just took you some flour. I need that chicken marinated and everything. I ain't come with some sides. Like at least some collard greens and some potato salad. Maybe macaroni and cheese.
But she ain't still all.
And she was selling out dinners. She was passing out dinners to the
Now,
homeless.
if she was selling dinners, like she was having like selling parties,
Like selling parties. That's now if she was having selling parties and like her proceeds went to the homeless.
But what if it was going into the school?
That's a stretch.
I give don't do that again. You know,
That's
one
a
of them,
stretch.
you get on probation. You know, I need you to pee in a cup
Bruh.
here and there.
I'm not about to steal 11,000 cases of chicken to get a homeless people. No.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. But you
If
said
anything, I would use that as an investment to open up a pantry for homeless people. Whatever.
But how if you're homeless, where you gonna cook the chicken at?
What you mean I'm gonna cook it in the pantry? They're just gonna pick up cooked chicken. 4 to 7 different ways. Boil, grill, slap, chicken rare, chicken raw, whatever. It's gonna be there. Well, I feel like that. I don't feel like she deserved 9 years in prison.
No, that's.
I feel like that she should be accountable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple. I feel like she should go to jail, right? But I feel like that her going to prison should be more around like maybe a 2 to 3 year, and maybe a 10-year probationary period afterwards. Even though,
Yeah.
you know,
That's what I'm saying.
You
Like
know.
a little something crazy.
Right.
Nothing crazy. Something that make you feel better. Like she did
That
something
sounds
wrong.
about fair, yeah.
so I don't know, but prayers up for her. Hopefully that
was a gangster,
she
yeah.
can make it through, and maybe if they take on Chris Jones' offer, that she'll be home soon. Anyway, free Miss Vera. Shout out
Free
to her.
me, mom.
Meemaw.
Oh my gosh.
All right, y'all. Let's take a break. Coming up, we got
with chicken.
our topics of the week for sure,
Flooded the block with chicken, yo.
and then we got one got to go. Social media video today, and our blind reaction. So
my chicken.
we'll holler at y'all in a bit. Welcome back to the Fuller Podcast. I'm your host, Every Fuller, with my co-host and hostess, Maurice Bird, aka Reese,
You see him.
and that wife of mine, the great, the lovely, the beautiful, Money Mel, aka Melnisha Fuller.
What up, what up?
Wait,
Say that
bad
backwards.
Yeah, you
Fuller
did.
Manisha.
Melnisha Fuller, aka Money Mel. That's what it's supposed to be. But
Aha.
let's put our shots up. Money
Okay,
Mel.
mine already.
Money Mel. I see a shot that's full of shit. Shot.
Okay.
All right,
Got
take
mine
them.
on you.
Put them out there. Put it to your lips. Throw it back.
That dog, chug a love.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh. So I was watching a video on TikTok,
Oh God.
and it were these people of Caucasian descent. And these Caucasian people said
What did they say?
they don't use washcloths.
No, they say it's for poor people.
They said washcloths is for poor people.
I guess I'm poor.
And I didn't understand that
Me neither.
because, you know, the ideal of a washcloth is to wash your ass.
Your hand pot.
Now, the lady said, there's a husband and wife doing the podcast, and the lady said it's not about the using the washcloth aspect.
Okay.
It's the reusing the washcloth aspect. You
What do
know,
you mean?
so you go in the shower, you wash your butt with it, you wash all your dirt off, and then you hang it up to dry, and then you reuse it again the next time you go and take a shower.
Who does that?
People that use washcloths. The problem is that you don't just clean your body with the washcloth and then hang it up. You clean your body with the washcloth, then you clean the washcloth out.
You
And then
say
hang
who
it
does?
So I don't understand that thought process, but I want to know what y'all think about that. What you think about the use of washcloths, and do you think that's really for poor people? Reese, start with you.
First of all, being one who was raised on washcloths,
Raised on washcloth.
I mean, I don't know any people of African descent, not too many, that don't use washcloths. So it was kind of weird to me. Like, you just use the bar to wash your body. Like, you scrub the tub with a scrub brush. When you clean the toilet, you use something to clean it off with. You don't use your bare hand and the comment or whatever.
Well, maybe these people do.
But okay, maybe they do. Okay, you might be right. But to say, why would I use a washcloth on my own skin makes no sense to me. And then you know, like I always tell people, like, you know, when you live with your mama or somebody, my mom has 1 million washcloths. So it's not like I could use one every day of the year probably. So I could use one and then I'm used to using one and then like it goes in the dirty clothes with my towel. But some people, I get it, you know, I use, and then there's other instances when I started living on my own. Well, I don't have 1 million washcloths and I had to use the same washcloth 1 or 2 or 3 times, you know what I mean? So it all depends, but that's just weird to me and nasty. Just more nasty.
What's nasty?
Not using a washcloth, like, and then they go further. It was like they don't wash their legs. That means you don't wash your stinking feet. Like that's just.
Well, some people rely on the soap.
I rely on the soap too
my God.
to lather up to get down that way. But I need a little, you know, like no. And now I'm on black soap, so African soap, black soap, same thing.
So man, what you think? What's your thought process on using washcloths?
These are probably the same type of people that we watched on TLC that use the same bath water
Oh my
for
God!
the 4 people in the house.
Oh.
And just
you talking about the
washing their
cheapskate
hair,
thing.
yes, and washing their hair in it, and just, I mean, the water was clearly brown.
Brown.
And they
at
were
the
all
work.
in it.
Oh.
Just bathing. So,
Stop.
I mean, at the end of the day, and I don't even, you know what? I don't think they had washcloths either.
They
and
probably-
that water was dirty.
That
Well,
is-
anyway,
Yeah, that turned my stomach.
that when you said that, that's immediately what I thought of.
But no,
that
these
TLC
are
show.
millionaires. They
They
said
weren't millionaires.
They said using washcloths are for poor people.
They are confused. They are confused, and they're a little bit insane.
I don't-
So I don't know. I mean, to each his own.
I don't think their values are the same. Like, I think it's one of those things where, number one, to actually say out loud that something is for a specific class of people,
That's just
That's
weird
true.
right there.
you know, that is
it's
unrealistic,
disrespectful,
right?
It's
Right.
crazy.
I don't even see it as disrespectful, right?
And it-
Because
and it-
their mindset is that their mindset, and,
Yeah,
and we sometimes you can't consider a mindset to be disrespectful because we always raised differently. We all see things differently. Our perspective, our views are different, and so when your mindset is what it is, it can't necessarily be considered disrespectful. On the other hand, it's not realistic, right? Some people. This is why I don't eat at potlucks. Because everybody don't determine cleanliness the same. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
What's clean to me
There-
might not
there-
be clean to
yeah,
you.
there-
That
you
is
go.
true. Or
There you
the way
go.
they cook might be different. You
Yes.
know, we watch a lady cook her lasagna in the dishwasher.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I
What?
actually had
Yep.
a potluck at one point where the lady brought tuna, and she did not drain the tuna. She just
It was wet?
Yeah. Oh, it was layers of juice in the tuna with mayo in it.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you a prime example. It's funny. You said that I was working in Lillian Vernon. I'll never forget it. It was a potluck, and I'm talking about Lillian Vernon was a warehouse. So the spread was crazy, and it was one cake up there. I'm talking about this cake looked just like out of a magazine, and not one person touched this cake. And I'm not, but the cake looked so good. I was like, yo, why ain't nobody touching this cake? They was like, this from Miss Marlene. I said, Miss Marlene, who's that? That's the cat lady. I said, Miss Marlene, the cat lady. I said, oh no.
Yeah.
No.
This is why I don't eat a potluck.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
You know, I'm fully aware. Let me share something with y'all. One day, I lie to you not. It was a nice hot summer day. I was out there in Richmond, Virginia. I was in college at the time.
Hi, boy, summer.
You know, my sister, she had her own place. You know, and my mom lived around the corner from her, and you know, I got a car, so at this point, I go to my sister's house to visit her from time to time. And on this particular day, it was extremely hot, 90s or better. And I was really thirsty, and I stopped past that, and I was like, yo, I need something to drink. And she said, okay, go ahead. It's whatever, you know. And I opened up the refrigerator, and this is the blackest moment of all time, but I smelled the greatest grape Kool-Aid that I could ever smell in my life. It smelled like she put 2 packs of Kool-Aid in the pitcher. And you know that 2 packs
Well,
got that grapey grape, you know what I'm saying? And I pull it out. I was like, ooh, this is about to be
And you can
refreshing.
smell it too, so you know it's right.
And I pull it out, and I'm about to pour it in a cup. And she said, before you pour that,
Rinse the cup out.
I use pancake syrup. I was
What?
like,
What?
I said, use pancake syrup for what? She said, I ain't had no sugar. I was like, the fuck is happening right there?
Yo,
Listen,
did you try it?
Bro, hell no. You ever had a dream deferred? Hey, bro, listen, I'm telling you. Bro,
a book?
as hot as it was, bro, it was so hot outside. And that grape,
Oh
when
my
I say the
God.
smell of that grape,
I
could
know
tell
that
she
smell.
spilled some of the pack on the counter
I know
somewhere.
that smell, bro. It's
And it was
funny.
just like, and Mel, I know you
man.
hate grape, so
I do.
you know
What?
But
wait, hold on. Wait, times I would say what?
yeah, she hate grape.
Yeah.
Great what?
Grape drink. That's grape
Any
candy.
grape drink,
I
she
can
hated.
eat grapes, but grape candy, any grape flavoring, that's disgusting.
You know
Yeah.
what? If
It
you
don't
were from the
smell
beach,
good. It's nasty.
we wouldn't be friends. It's because you from.
But you know what I do? I like grape is my favorite.
Oh,
like-
really? Wait, you
Listen.
need the grape pops to the frozen pop?
Every time, bro.
Oh God! Oh,
Ooh,
it just
listen. If it's grape, it was made for me, baby.
That's
I'm telling you that
nasty.
right
That is
now.
just
Ooh, wee.
That is real nasty.
Ooh,
Oh,
Okay, to
man.
each his own.
I'm telling you, bro. Listen,
I can't do. I love grape soda. You remember knee high grape soda? Oh my!
knee high, bro. I ain't heard knee high.
The foam with
Yeah.
the
Knee-
foam.
Last time I heard knee high, they was talking about stockings.
I like knee high stockings.
Yeah,
But,
that-
the
God.
knee high soda. You know you can find them in a bottle if you go to the little hood corner stores.
Well, we're a perfect match now because anything I have grape, if it's in my bag, I just gave my
Listen,
kid
she-
the rest of the grape gummies that was inside of my
That's
bag.
probably all that you.
Bruh.
You left them in there, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I love when she come home with like grape stuff because I know it's for me.
But you know she eat like a chipmunk. Anyway.
And then like my kids, like they for some reason my kids like want to be me. So like anything that I like,
Your kids are
they
just
like-
like you.
anything that I like, they like. Grape. You know, the only one is the one that's the most picky. The three younger ones, are on board with everything.
Oh, you ain't talking about my baby girl.
Oh yeah, mine is the
Mine
most
ain't
picky.
picky. She only picky when certain people
No,
eat. She
hell
won't
no.
picky when she was a baby. When she
Listen,
was always
mine-
eating my food.
Mine won't pick it when she was asking for grape juice when she was a baby. Juice,
Oh, yeah.
juice.
Oh no,
But-
her mom used to talk. Say SpongeBob.
But I can tell you that experience ruined me. And at that point, I realized I would never eat or drink anything in Tasha's house again. I would never do it again because I don't trust it.
I feel you.
And
I feel you.
the level of letdown that it provided, I was so hurt.
I feel you.
I understand.
My soul.
Especially when you had something set and you, it's happened to me before. I'm not even gonna go into the story, but it's happened to me before, and it hurt,
Man,
real
listen.
bad. It was a real deep hurt too.
that grape.
You felt betrayed. That's what it was.
That's
It was
exactly
betrayal.
what I felt.
It was
And
betrayal.
that grape was like she sprayed grape air freshener because it was just all over the house.
You know what's funny is I know the exact smell of grape. Purple, bro.
Bruh, I'm telling you, I need to. We need to get some great Kool-Aid when we get a chance, please.
Well, hold on.
You want to be free?
I
Add that
can-
lemon in there.
I can tell you.
That purple and lemon.
Like, I'm gonna make this quick. I learned my lesson when I was the vice president of the PTA. And I had to go and ask the treasurer for the money to cater because we were gonna do breakfast for the teachers. And she was just like, why don't we just cook the food? And we were kind of going back and forth on it. And I was like, well, just go ahead and allow us to go ahead and just purchase the breakfast for them. That's too much work for all the teachers in the school anyway. Not to mention who's making all that breakfast, right? So anyway, I go to her house. She has this beautiful bird on her shoulder. Now she's telling me,
Wait a minute.
I'm like, hey, that bird's not gonna fly away. I'm asking her questions. It's pretty. It's a real pretty bird. Asking her questions and
Pretty bird.
everything. It was. Asked her questions and she's like, this bird's not gonna fly away. This bird. She was like, I have like 10 more animals in my house right now. Oh, and when I
Sounds
cook,
like
this
a
bird sits on the handles and everything else. And I was like,
what?
oh, okay. Oh, the pots and stuff. Okay. So I'm like, oh, okay. So she still is trying to convince me that we should cook the food. Now, while she's trying to convince me that we should cook the food and that she can cook a lot of the food, the bird is pooping down her shoulder. I mean, a lot of poop. And I'm like, hey, the bird is pooping down your back. And she was like, oh. And she took her hand and did just like this. Oh, you know what? He's just probably nervous. Okay, we're not cooking the food. Give me the check. I'm going to go ahead and order the food because that's not happening.
She would have wiped that off and kept cooking.
I was like, no, we're not doing that because she wiped it off.
Same hand.
She didn't flinch or nothing.
Poop.
She literally just wiped it off and was just like, and kept talking. So, I was done. I was like, nope, no ma'am.
That created a question then, like, what's y'all thought process at, when it comes down to like eating at somebody else's house?
Bruh, you know me. you know me. I got to investigate.
The investigation has to occur.
Yeah, it does.
Like, your kitchen, yeah.
We don't really go over nobody's house that we don't know for real. But we have had we've had like a group thing where people have came over and they all brought dishes and they tried to convince you to eat it.
I would have to have a very significant amount of trust in the person who house I'm going to. And there's no trust that I would ever have for a person who has animals in their house.
I would say it's certain animals. I would give certain animals. Cats, definitely a no-go.
Yeah, no.
Cats, they don't like you. I don't know why people have cats. I guess they don't like people. Cats do not, and they climb everywhere.
Are you serious?
I had a lady.
Like people.
I had a lady bring cake pops to my job for like a Christmas party.
Yeah.
And the cake pops had hair in it. Cat hair.
Cats will climb. Nasty. They climb on everything.
It was
dogs,
so bad.
Not so much. Cats, definitely.
Dogs is everywhere.
They're not on your counters. Cats climb on counters.
Dogs get on counters, bro. Dogs stand up.
I get all that, but they're not. They're not literally walking on your stove. They're not literally like walking across your.
I get it, but it's all the same to me. Like that shit is all wrapped up inside 100%. One pot. And cats walking on the counter and dogs standing up on the hind legs to look at the counter.
And if you feed your dog like on some human food, you feed them while you cooking. And no, I don't want your food.
Yeah, listen. I stay away from. Now, don't get me wrong. Like my aunt got a dog, right? But her dog be locked up. Her dog don't just roam the streets.
That's another thing.
You know what I'm saying? So she keep her dog. So I know that if she's cooking, she ain't out there communicating or managing the dog. You know what I'm saying? She is focusing on what she's doing.
Let me just interject for people because I don't want people to think that our aunt is keeping her dog locked up all the time. This dog is not locked up all the time. If she's cooking, she's going to put the dog away. That's all. I'm doing a disclaimer right now. Okay, you're not gonna sit in the comments. You're not gonna sit in the comments and say, "Oh, your aunt just locks her dog up all day." She doesn't do that.
Bro, for 20 cents a day, you can save a dog.
You can save a dog. That's
we're not doing that. No, her dog doesn't need to be saved. Well taken care of.
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm just throwing that disclaimer out.
So you throwing the disclaimer out, make it look like I was saying that my
it's
aunt
not
was the
no. It's not. It's not what you're saying. All I'm saying is that it won't stop people from hearing only that and thinking that she, got her dog locked up all day long.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Free Poochie.
Free Poochie.
I don't know the dog name.
What?
The dog name is Star.
Free Star.
Stara.
Free Stara.
No.
Is the dog named Star? I thought the dog name was Star.
It's Star.
I thought Star. Why would you say Star?
No,
why are we having a conversation about the dog name?
I don't know.
You started it.
You did. I said Free Star. You said.
Anyway, proceed with your conversation. I just want to throw that out there. Just go ahead.
So ultimately, we ended up here because some people decided that they don't want to use washcloths to clean their bodies.
Oh, you know what? I forgot
all the
that's
way
what-
around back to what we was talking about originally. Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh! I
How did we
totally
get here?
forgot what we were talking about. That
It was all
it just
based
went
on
all over. Okay.
everybody's different.
And plus,
you know,
now you can get African washcloths on TikTok.
what the hell is an African washcloth?
Right.
I don't. They the little loofah thingies now that people use. I never heard of.
What makes them African?
Right.
They were made in Africa. I don't know. I get that. Look,
talking about?
I use African black soap and I love it. I ain't gonna front. I love black
Ain't
soap.
nothing wrong with black soap.
I love it.
So in the process of us, on a daily basis, we
We wash
gotta-
our hind parts.
Right.
All our
Right,
hind
and
parts.
so-
with washcloths.
So we gotta wash our butts, and that's perfectly fine.
Yes.
But a lot of times we gotta wash our butts when we're doing something. We're going somewhere, right? We're either gonna get some, or we're gonna go out the house and go on a date, go out to a wedding, even, right?
For a reason.
So I read a story about a man who spent over $200,000 on his wedding. And he decided that anybody that he invited to the wedding would have to pay $450 to attend. You think that's wrong?
I won't be there.
It depends on
Congratulations,
I
sir.
want to know what entails, but see, I understand his thinking because you spend good money on this wedding.
First off, pause. Let me check that real quick, right? Because you understand his thinking. You spend good money on a wedding, but you are choosing to spend this money on a wedding.
You ain't let me finish.
Right. I know that. I just wanted to kind of throw that out there real quick.
100%.
Okay, go ahead.
You spend this, and you invite certain people. You invite people, a lot of people. $200,000 wedding. Well, say they RSVP
Okay.
and they don't come. You done spent $200,000. You probably spent almost, like you said, 500, 600. Probably at least, I don't know. He probably spent $500 a plate per person. So you don't come.
Why would you spend $500 a plate?
I mean, he has $200,000. He
But
should be
what
straight.
food is worth $500 a plate? And what people is worth spending $500 a
Who
plate
said-
on?
But if you're, like you said, he should be fairly well off to be able to afford a $200,000.
If he was well off, then he wouldn't be asking nobody to pay.
But
for his
that too,
wedding.
that's another thing. That's
just
another
saying.
double-edged sword, which I find weird. Like, but in certain cultures, they give you money. Like people when they come to the wedding, that's almost entail. Like they pay to go to your wedding in certain cultures.
I don't know about that, but what I do know is that you decided to have this wedding. So
Yeah, you have
from
this
what it sound
extravagant
like,
wedding.
Yeah, from what it sounded like, he was like, "Honey, we can have this $200,000 wedding
But we need
And this is how we gonna do
200
it.
people to pay
We're gonna have them to pay
$400.
for this."
I just want to know what's on the menu.
people have their birthday parties and they're like, "Hey, I want you to come all the way out to Texas for my birthday party. We're gonna have this dinner out there, and you're gonna be paying for your dinner, and of course you're paying for your gas and everything else." I mean, I guess he felt like it could work the same way.
I just don't. So this is my biggest thing, right? For you to tell me that I got to pay you almost $500 to celebrate your union with your significant other, your shit, because you decided to spend your money in an astronomical way.
Is this the black dude?
Yeah.
Okay, they paid.
It don't even matter if they're paid, because their pay don't matter when you are trying to convince or.
No, I'm saying the people that showed up, they paid.
Bro, so yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, that is a problem
Right.
to me. Definitely
Because
is.
not only am I, you want me to pay, but you're gonna want to give too.
Nah, that's crazy. That would be definitely crazy. For you to ask for a gift and I'm paying it.
Let me ask you this question: is there anybody in your life right now that is worth you spending $450 to
Yes.
attend their wedding?
Yes,
Just to attend?
but y'all are already married, so I don't care. That don't count. What do you mean? I would spend $1,000 to y'all wedding. What are you talking about?
Well,
No price.
Hey, you want to
Well,
renew our vows? He can
I'ma
spend
tell you-
$1,000. He'd be the only
would.
person.
I don't care.
Listen,
I
I'm gonna
would
tell you
spend
like
a
that.
slack.
We wouldn't put people in that type of predicament.
But
That's
I would
crazy.
definitely pay.
Yeah,
I would pay $1,000 to see y'all wedding.
whatever happened to the times when you invite people to the birthday party
And they brought gifts.
and they just all they had to bring was the gift and their kid? You know,
Well, you know,
like
I don't know.
nowadays
you
they
remember? I'm sorry.
Mhm.
You remember when it was all you needed was a couple pack of hot dogs, a couple pack of hot dog buns, that big jug of Neapolitan ice cream, and maybe a box of chips and a cake. You remember that when you ain't had to spend more than $100 on? You could spend $60-$70 on a birthday, and the birthday be jumping. Like at the most, you had to buy some extra ketchup because kids want ketchup on their hot dog. Like,
listen.
you remember that? Now
You can still do that. It's just people just want to be so extra now. They
People
want
do.
all of this stuff now. Like everything is like on 5,000. I don't know if it's social media because
Well,
they want to be able to
social
post
media
it.
is the
You know what I mean?
the wave now. Like that's what's happening. People are doing things specifically for the social media wave. You know what I'm saying? And what happened is, and I knew it was the social media wave when I started seeing things like gender reveal parties,
It's
when
a
they
lot
got
of
really
those.
crazy with the gender reveals,
Yeah.
or proms.
when
Oh,
the proms on
crazy.
another level.
I have watched people do the whole Beyonce choreography breakdown just for the prom girl to walk out and get in the car and leave.
And then
That's crazy
the
because it's like
crazy
you
part.
would have to practice that for
Exactly.
like maybe months or whatever
Exactly.
in advance.
when you spending thousands of dollars on prom, but you still having to worry about how to pay for college is
Bro,
crazy to me.
when you drive a Honda Accord but you rent a Maserati for
Yeah,
prom,
that's crazy.
That's crazy to me.
Why would
Yeah,
you even rent
that
that
is
for
crazy.
for a teenager anyway? That's just crazy. Or
Yeah.
Scat Pack or all these G wagons, these Tesla. Like, what are y'all thinking?
It's all for show.
You're not
It
living.
is.
It's not for the kid. You're living through the kid.
Well, no, it's for the kid.
That too, but
You know,
I'm looking like
listen, you
But
tell
it's
you,
all it's like it's all for social media. It's all
That's
for
it.
show. It's all to make it
Look at
seem
me.
like, oh yeah, look at me and
Look what I can
got
do.
money. This is what I can do.
that don't make
You know what? You know how you show what you can do is keeping your job, paying your bills, raising your kids like you're supposed to. I mean,
listen,
look,
get
if
your
living
kid out of
life,
school.
honestly,
If you ever really make
Come
a
on.
millionaire, people that really have generational wealth and long, they don't spend money on stuff like that. They don't worry about all these fancy labels.
It's funny because I was just talking to my boy Eddie yesterday about the thought
need to
process
bring him
of
up here.
millionaires, right? Because so it's a difference between poor people and millionaires.
No question.
From what I've noticed that poor people pay to look like they got money and millionaires pay to look like they don't.
yes, they do. Yeah,
And see, that's the. You know what? I got to tell people. I've been around millionaires, like people who, if you walked in a setting, you wouldn't even know that they had what they had, because they don't carry themselves in that.
They
If
don't
you
value
Like
the extra.
Warren Buffett drives a 96 Cadillac.
Yep.
He still buys stuff from McDonald's. Like he goes to McDonald's. These people, they're not concerned with Gucci. They're not. They don't need the G wagons. They don't need all that because they have money. Once you buy all that stuff, it's nothing to them. It's not.
they
even-
have they nice, they decent houses, and then that's it.
And
They're
even
not,
some of them
they're
don't
not
even have
all
that.
into
Like,
that extra stuff.
It's the Bruce's Million effect, though, right?
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things where, you know, like me, I've been poor majority of my life. So me looking at all this stuff and cultural base, I see everything online. I see Alexander McQueen shoes. I see Louis shoes,
Gucci.
chains with diamonds. I don't consider whether it depreciates or not after I purchase it. I see the G Wagon and I just like, oh, I'll look nice in that. And I don't value what I have to the point that I find myself spending money on stuff that is irrelevant or that's going to depreciate the moment
the moment you drive
leave
off the
off
lot.
with it, you
Yeah.
know?
But that's the biggest problem with our people. Like we are very materialistic.
Yeah.
We're just buying and stuff. I mean, if you got the money, you wanna buy some stuff, but sometimes it's just overboard.
Well,
like
I mean,
it's just extra for no
if
reason.
you look at who got rich during when we was getting those stimulus, all the people who got rich was the designers. They don't even want us wearing their stuff, but we still buy
Bro,
it.
we was getting stimulus checks, stimulus packages, and buying designer shit with it.
Designers
Yeah.
by designer. That's what we were doing. We buying.
And that was the setup because they knew
They
that's
know.
what we were gonna do.
Of course, and
They wanted us to buy. They
know
wanted us
when
to buy more stuff.
If and when they ever give us reparations, they know exactly what's going to happen. We're going to do the same thing.
I can tell you one thing.
Some of us will.
No matter which way we go in the conversation, there's no friend, any friend of mine that's watching, please take into consideration. I will never spend $450 to attend your wedding.
Never ever.
I'll watch it on social media.
I wouldn't even watch it there.
You watching on social
I'll
media?
go to a bar. Like, I'm not even thinking about you. If you even ask me to pay to go to your wedding, I'm look at you like you crazy.
People in our circle would even do anything like that anyway.
Can't nobody in our circle do anything like that. But
whoa, pause. Wait a minute.
Wait. I mean, yeah, they can, because if we decide to have a wedding and we tell them, hey, we need you guys to buy it, there's going to be somebody that's going to.
What you are saying,
it's already paid for.
Somebody who's going to
just give me some. Let me know ahead of time, and it's paid for.
Let's be clear on this. What you are saying is that if we decide that we're going to have a wedding, and we send an invite out, and in that invite we say, in order for you to attend our wedding, you have to send us $400 to RSVP for your spot in the wedding, that our wedding is going to be packed, for that the people that we invite is going to show up.
Shoot, honestly, right now,
I will honestly say probably not. I hate to say it. I know I will be there. I don't know about. I know a few other people, but it's like nah. Like even if like nah, I don't see. Nah.
I think right now, if you really think about it, somebody gonna have a birthday party and they're gonna go to whatever restaurant and they're gonna expect you to be there.
They did that now. Remember they did that.
That's what you gotta do. You gonna have to pay for your stuff.
They remember they did that to the guy. They was like it was and everybody wanted to go split the check. Remember that?
Yeah, that was dirty. They was like, so this guy took his homegirl out to dinner.
Took his lady.
Her birthday.
It was her girl.
It won't his.
I thought it was his girl.
It was his girl's friend.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Because he said he was gonna pay for her,
right?
And his lady,
right? The bill came up to like $700.
Yeah, that's right.
And what he said is, I'm gonna pay for the birthday girl and my wife.
That's what.
And the other girls was like,
but you invited us too.
You the man.
Yeah, that's what it was.
What?
Yeah, he was like, he was the man.
You the man. You supposed to pay for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, they were trying to get him.
His wife said, no. He's not supposed to pay for the whole thing. He said he gonna pay for her, and they said they was calling him trifling.
Yeah, they call him
saying I ain't paying for
nothing.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really, really bad.
It's embarrassing, actually.
Listen, that's enough for a person to have beef.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And so that brings me to my next question.
This nigga on these questions, these transitions are amazing.
At what point
yeah, they are.
Is your beef with a friend my beef?
Nigga, excuse me, Avery, I don't care who it is. You have a problem with somebody, we have a problem with somebody. That's period. I don't care Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman. I don't care who it is. If Avery has a problem with somebody, guess what? We have a problem with somebody. We are no longer associates, friends, confidants, co-captains, people of the same nature. None of that.
So what you're saying is that
yes,
my enemy is
yes.
Your enemy. But what if like
yes?
What if like my enemy is what's old boy name that played drums for the Neptunes?
For real?
No, the other one.
We got a problem.
You know what I'm talking about?
We ain't gonna say no name. We got a problem. You're a funny guy. You're a very, very funny guy. Very, very funny guy.
I'm just saying, man. You know,
I almost want to drink after that one. Very funny guy.
That's the question.
But no. I'm gonna keep it like okay. Let me keep it a buck. If it's mutual friends, I'm out of it. Like say you beefing with one of my homeboys and he's beefing with you. Now if it's something I can feel like I can bring y'all together, that's different. But if it's just some BS beef, as long as it don't get to a physical level, I'm out of it. But when it gets to that, that's when I step in and be like, hey, yo, y'all need to chill out. Y'all doing too much. But any other person that's not associated to me and you got a problem with, we have a problem. Like, I don't care. You could be wrong.
So I think that's
You could be wrong.
the biggest question, right? Is the enemy of my friend my enemy if we're all friends?
Say that one more time.
Is the enemy of my friend my enemy if we are all friends?
No. If we're all friends, that means you need to stay neutral. You need to stay out of it.
But we're all friends, but not in the same circle.
Exactly. Like I said,
Okay, if you're not in the same circle,
I have to stay
it
neutral.
would be more. Yeah, it would be more neutral. You're not gonna talk crap about this person
Around
with
me. Yeah.
We're not doing none
That's
of that.
not even coming
So
up.
if we chilling, we chilling. But if you bringing that negativity, then I'm out.
That's an issue. Yeah.
So
You already know how I am
Yeah.
when it come down to people. So if somebody mess with you and you got a problem, you might be able to just be like, whatever. But I was taught by the best, and I'm real easy to cut you off. So I'm done with you. So until you can, I've been taught by the best. Like if you disrupting my peace, or if they disrupting your peace, we're done for the most part. I mean, ain't no point of me calling you or whatever else. Is none of that. I'm not reaching out to you
For what?
No, I mean, I can dig it. So then, at what point is my enemy your enemy?
Any point that he turns to your enemy. When the moment that person is your enemy, that's the moment that as soon as I find out you have an issue with somebody, because I know who you are. It's not about like you know some people who always starting stuff, always got their mouth, always in drama.
Yeah.
But I know that certain people, if they have an issue with you, it's something legitimate. It's not some he said this. It's something that's concrete. He can show me the receipts, and I'm gonna probably get mad about why you're mad about it. Why they're not friends anymore anyway. So it's almost like nothing. Like
I mean, you gotta evaluate your situations, but again,
no,
like I said,
there's no evaluation.
If
y'all have a problem with somebody, guess what? I have a problem with somebody. It's not even an evaluation. I don't need that. I already evaluated because I know who y'all are. It's already it's not even a question. I know who y'all are. So if y'all swing, guess what? I'm coming right behind you.
So I always consider things,
I
right?
don't consider
it's kind of like, man, what you said, like for instance, Reese, you can have beef with somebody outside, right? But I'm not gonna have beef with them outside until I, number one, find out what's going on as far as the beef, right? Because if you got beef with somebody and it's something that you did, then it wouldn't be responsible of me to put my livelihood on the line and compromise the future of my kids and my family, the things that I'm responsible for.
Well, wait, this sound like some serious beef. This sound like I'm gonna kill you beef.
Beef is beef.
Beef is beef.
So you can't put
Sauteed, fried,
baby beef on.
Okay.
Beef is beef. If
It
we
ain't
got
no
beef,
calf beef.
right? If your beef is your beef, and the question is your beef my beef? The biggest thing is beef goes in all different directions, shapes, and
Because it
forms,
could
everything.
start small and then explode to something way bigger.
You know what? I ain't even worried about it because I'm always ready.
There you go.
So I ain't got to get ready.
There you go.
Say
So it is
Say
what
less.
it is. You can try it if
Exactly.
you want
Please and
Say
thank you.
less.
to. I'm just saying.
Please and thank you.
All right, well, please and thank you. Let's take a break. Let's take a break. And coming up, of course, as you know, we got one got to go, social media video today, and blind reaction. So we'll be back for the podcast.
He chucked the deuces.
Welcome back to the Fuller Podcast. I'm your host, Avery Fuller, with my co-host and hostess, Maurice Bird, aka Reese,
You see that?
and that wife of mine, Nisha Fuller, aka Money Mail, babe.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, bling, bling.
And y'all know what time it is. It's been a pretty good show so far. We done talked about all types of craziness, but
Yes, we have.
craziness it is. But you know what we do at this point of the show. Coming
What
back.
number is this? Like 4?
This is number 3, my guy.
I feel like 12.
Just number 3.
Ugh.
You'll be just fine. Throw it back.
Need to take shots of water.
Yeah. Definitely should take a shot of water for every shot of drink you take. That nowhere near adds up, but
I pregame.
you pregame.
Yes.
Pregame is pregame. That's what they do.
Pre-game water.
All right, man. So coming up, we got our one has to go. Then we got the social media video today, and then our blind reaction. So let's get that popping. One has to go. Let's take a look. One got to go on all their music. Jodeci, Drew Hill, Boys to Men, and New Edition. All right, what you got, Mel?
Yes,
You had to come to me
Of
first.
course I did.
Ask her
Of
first.
course I did.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oof.
I know this is gonna be real bad, and I don't hate them, but I'm knocking off New Edition.
Okay. All right. Ronnie, Robbie, Ricky, and Mike.
Wow.
Reese.
Well, I like to do the law of numbers up here, and I feel like if I had to choose who was the bottom one of those four, it would be Drew Hill.
What?
It would definitely be Drew Hill.
You serious?
Boys to Men has a million classics, and
Right.
Jodeci has all my nasty stuff. Got to keep them. Got to keep them. And New Edition, they got classics. Like they
do.
They got way more classics than Drew Hill. So
I could
it'll
dig
be
it.
Drew Hill. for me.
Okay. Well, for me, number one, I don't feel like that. New Edition got way more classes than Drew Hill. Number one.
Telephone.
I can guarantee you that I could throw a song from Drew Hill for every song that you can throw out for New Edition. I
Candy
guarantee
Girl?
it. Do you want to start that?
No, because I can't.
Because I'm
No.
telling you right now.
I can't name
It's
all New
only a
Edition.
few. I've listened to like Drew Hill's whole album over
Right,
and over
exactly.
again. And it's not just one.
That's the
it's
difference.
Multiple.
And for me, I look at it as, and this is how I measure my decision. I ain't gonna tell you who it is first, but I measure my decision based off of the type of music that they make and the type of music that I can make from what they make.
You nasty bastard.
Aha.
But I got you. Man.
So,
I
you
got
know,
what you're throwing down.
Drew Hill, I know that I can, even though a lot of their music is like, bitch, I hate you.
There's somebody
No.
sleeping in my bed.
But in the same instance, I can still like do my thing to him. You know what I'm saying? Love music.
So I already,
It's
I
in there,
got
you
an
know?
idea of who you about to ask. I'm gonna let you say it first.
Jodeci, you already know what time it
Yeah.
is. Jodeci is just like straight.
That's right. Fiendin', take my money. My house, and my
Everything.
house. He said just one for one hit.
For one
He
hit.
didn't even say, he didn't say a full set. He said a hit.
My dog was
You
a
can have it all.
crackhead, bro.
All of it.
He was crackhead.
It was gone, bruh.
And then Boys to Men, of course, I'll make love to you.
Like you want me to.
Or they go down on bending knee. Oh God, give me the reason.
Begging.
Listen, they could sing. Yeah, they were begging all the time though. They
They
were
was
begging a
begging.
lot, but
But-
they could sing.
They could sing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But men beg. That's what men do. So New Edition just had they had more dance songs. Even though, don't get me wrong, they had some good slow songs. Can You Stand the Rain? That was lovely,
That's a classic.
Come on.
all
man.
day long. But most of the songs was called dance songs. And when you
They were
dance,
pop. They were more pop.
right?
They
So
were at the time.
New Edition will have to go. I don't need to dance. I need to dance.
You want to dance.
Yeah.
You want
Mel,
the moves.
let's dance.
Really,
He gave you the eyes.
the eyes too.
Yes. Not the cockeyed, the eyes.
Not the car guy.
Cockeyed eyes.
All right, let's hop into our social media video of the day.
I can't read that.
Yeah, I'm ready.
When what? My crush said he liked girls.
I remember when I lost my mind.
Oh my
There was someone so
That motherfucker lost their mind.
Did she completely miss the assignment? Like, I was scared. I was scared. I ain't go for it. I was scared for her. But then you just fumbled the whole bag, baby. Why the face? The Was that black skin? Was that blackface?
Listen, I
don't know.
She need to find another
With
crush.
the wig?
She need to find another crush.
Yeah,
She
baby.
really need to find somebody else.
There's somebody for you. Just not him.
That ain't the one.
Baby,
He's
likes
not the one.
No.
He likes him a little
Really?
not tan.
You need to
He like a little
find
melanin in his he like a little
some
melanin.
melanin tablets.
Baby, no.
Go ahead and let that one go.
Melanin is expensive right now.
Hey,
It's very expensive.
that's the value of melanin.
It's like it's a crazy month. It's like I looked it up.
What the hell they said melanin at, Reese?
They don't sell it. You can Google it.
They don't sell it, but it's expensive.
Yeah, it's exactly. I can tell you
Okay,
exactly.
I've had enough of this. Let's go on to our blind reaction.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah. Hi, Tatiana. This is Shelly from HR.
From HR, okay. No, I don't remember you, but what's going on?
Well, we had a discussion a couple weeks ago about your absenteeism and tardiness.
Okay.
Do you know what time you have to be clocked in at work?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, on 7/18, you clocked in at 6:12.
Late.
We
Wow.
had a discussion about that.
12,
remember?
12 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're waiting on you to be there, clocked in and ready to work at 6.
Okay. Okay.
So your employment is really going to be terminated as of today, because also on 7/28 you clocked in at 6:21.
21 minutes.
Yes, that's 21 minutes of company time.
But I still work though. Like I still why didn't y'all tell me that today when I was just at work?
Because I handle all the HR, so they wanted me to call you because we had that discussion, remember, about...
And that was the day that I let all right, keep going.
So you were also on 8/8, you clocked in at like 6:32.
That was okay, so I let my cousin use my car the night before and he didn't bring it. He overslept or something. He didn't bring it back till the morning. So I still made it though.
That was literally like 9 days after we talked. So, and then on 8/12, you just did a no-call, no-show.
That was my birthday. August 12th, that's my birthday. I already told you.
That day off work, though.
But y'all know that's my birthday though. I'm not.
Birthday.
No, that's fine. All right. Okay.
Everyone works on their birthday. Even I worked on my birthday.
Y'all too grown for me.
Well, unfortunately, I just need you to turn your keys in. And
I'll be there tomorrow, cause that's crazy. That's crazy. What? What? No.
Is she really confused though? Because she really looks dumb right now. What are you confused about?
So
It's just this generation of just.
this is a community thing.
It's like she acting confused. You was late, shorty. More than once, multiple
Late,
times.
and y'all had the conversation, and then you
And
were
it-
no call, no show on your birthday.
And if you heard-
just request off.
Shorty said you was late 9 days after I talked to you about you being late. Like, where's your responsibility at?
So I think this is my perspective on that, right? I think a lot of things vary in that entire conversation, right? Because the company culture can impact the way in which people see the company. You know what I'm saying? So clearly she don't take anything the company was doing serious
At all.
You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times based on the company culture, based on how things are in the company, if things are allowed or if it's lax like that to where people do things, she felt like that it's her birthday. So I don't even have to call out.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I just won't go.
No call,
and
no show
I'm good.
is crazy.
And to say that, for her to even say that,
And
she
then
did a no call, no show, and she still got a job.
No, and then what she says, not I'm not grown up enough or something. That's grown up or something.
Right.
It's crazy. What is wrong with people?
It's confusing at times because you think of the mindset, like, what is the mindset of these people?
And then to purposely record the videotape you getting fired. Do you think your next employee is not going to see this? Like, you don't think your next employer is not going to see this? And be like, well,
I'm gonna tell you like this: if she's doing that there, she gonna go somewhere else. She
Exactly.
gonna do the
Like,
same thing. She
but
gonna get fired
this
again.
is
She gonna make another video.
That's my whole point. Like, you don't think your next employer is gonna be watching this and say, well, if you did it for them, what makes you think you won't do the same thing for me?
Well,
So why
People
would I
will
hire
try
you?
it though. People will try it. You
People
know,
gotta care.
like yeah, and some people don't care, especially nowadays. They really don't care nowadays.
I've seen situations where people will go to an interview and they won't even talk about the job. They'll talk about all personal stuff and then say, all right, when can you start? You know what I'm saying? Where you won't even engage the person to see.
Oh, I've been there
You
where
know,
you've had a personal conversation
easily.
and it has nothing to do with the job, and they were like, well, shoot, well, you know, you seem like a good person, da da da. And like I've been in a job interview where we talked about sports. He was a Viking fan. I was a Bears fan, and we talked about our rivalry, and we jumped to each other, and I ended up getting the job. But that doesn't excuse my work ethic. Like that.
I mean, that doesn't explain your work ethic.
Yeah,
either,
neither.
you know what I'm saying?
But yeah.
Right.
But my work ethic.
But some
speaks for
people, they're
itself.
good on paper and they good in the interview.
But shorty,
and then they
there's no
suck
way
as workers.
possible that she's good on paper.
I think, and I think this is where like leadership got to kind of be culpable for, right? Because your goal is to ask questions, number one, that'll help you gauge them from a personality standpoint. If you're not asking the right questions, then you won't be able to gauge or get the information that you're looking for. Number two, a person that looks good on paper, but they not good, I think that's a tough one too, right?
Yeah,
because
that's a double entendre almost.
if you look good on paper, then why are we having this conversation?
Yeah, why are we even here?
You know what I'm saying? Which is that question that you would
protocol.
ask.
You're gonna have that you're gonna still pull them in. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying that the question is like, why are we having this conversation? Why are you applying for this role if you look so good on paper?
Right. Okay.
And then we don't know what level she could be working. A part-time job. She could be working a fast food place. We don't know what job but we know she goes in at 6 a.m. every day, and she's late at least once or twice a week.
We know she don't take that shit serious.
And then she clearly didn't take it serious because she knew that phone call was HR, and so she knew that let me take my other phone out and answer this phone call and record.
That's crazy.
I mean,
you had to have two phones.
Either she has a way where, you know, maybe her bills are already paid, or maybe she think her bills gonna get paid with TikTok or YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think she just don't care.
I think she
live with her,
feel like
and then
mama.
when
that's a possibility.
The birthday
too.
thing says it all. Like everybody's birthday don't fall on the weekend.
She said it was my birthday.
Yeah,
like,
so like for me, like my birthday, you know, it doesn't fall on the weekend every year. So I celebrate my birthday the weekend of or 5 times.
But that's too grown for her. And you're right, she might stay with her mom. But again, I don't know if I could really say if it's. I mean, it's a possibility. People who don't have real bills, they don't understand. You just can't.
You're not just
you're not.
You don't. If you have real responsibilities,
those bills.
You're not just going to quit your job or whatever. Like
the bills ain't gonna stop. Crazy. You can't call your job and just say, "Hey, so I lost my job," and your bills is gonna be like, you know what,
man, look,
your bills is waived for the next 3 months.
I was down,
until you get another job. No, they're just gonna keep piling up and piling up. So you better get a job quick.
I was down. Right. I was down for 4 months.
That's the biggest thing.
And didn't nobody understand that I had a heart attack. They didn't care. They was like, "Oh, well, sorry to hear that you didn't die."
Right, exactly.
These bills still have to get paid. And I was like, you understand I'm not working right now. Yeah, we understand that. But you still owe this money.
I mean, that's
like,
where
that's the reality of the world is.
The job that you pick is a difference maker. You pick a job with benefits, then you have those options.
I have benefits.
Yeah, when your benefits run out because you ain't got no more PTO and you need these days off or something really happens, then
that's the difference
just
making.
what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And being a grown 100%. Up, you know your bills don't stop.
And Mel, I can tell for you watching that was pure cringe.
It really was.
You know what's funny is I wanted to hear from a managerial perspective.
Right.
the whole time. I was like, I know my best friend is gonna have something to say.
It
Well,
really
you-
was. But see, my people are not like that though. Because like if you come and you talk to me, if you want your birthday off or anything like that, you need to put in a request.
But still, but see,
time.
Nisha,
Right.
you're one of those people that we would consider as a approachable manager. Not every manager or a person in leadership position is approachable and understanding such as you. Some people are just like, I don't care what day it is. If it's a work day, you're going to work.
Some people have that power thirst,
That too.
right? To where when you got that power thirst and you just want to enforce your will, you're doing things out of the sheer thought process of because I can.
That's crazy and it's miserable and to make your people miserable.
Absolutely. I agree 1,000%. And people are miserable every day because of it.
And they do not want to
Literally.
work. So they will not work for you to their full potential
Nope.
if they are unhappy.
But most people don't really. Nowadays, I've learned that, especially like younger people, since there's so many options out there, they don't put their full potential into anything.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, you fam, I don't care. Even if they have responsibilities. Like,
So my motto to that is I'm going to coach you, we'll have a conversation, and I'll coach you out. So I'm going to continue to coach you, let you know that, you know, we can have these conversations. I can teach you whatever. We going to keep going
We're going to try.
until I'm going to try. I'm going to always try because especially if you young, they don't
They don't know
a
no
lot of times
better.
they don't know. They're not paying no bills. They don't know,
don't know
how
no
hard it is. So I'm going to coach you. But when if you're uncoachable, I'm going to just coach you until I can't coach you no more, until I coach you out because there wouldn't be anything that I can do for you at this point.
it's like at my job, it's plenty of people, especially like, you know, we have these guys 18, 19 years old making money, more money than parents in some positions. And I tell them like, hey, outside, I know in here, you know, you're getting this money. And a lot of them leave to go somewhere else. And they realize that the real world and the shipyard world are two different things.
Yeah.
You know, like my job, sometimes there's days I don't really work. And there's other days where I work my hind parts off. But I make a pretty decent living. And if you're 19 years old, 18 years old, coming home after taxes and you're making $700-800 a week, it's good money. And so they'll go outside and try trucking or something else. But they always seem to end up coming back, which
But
is
that's
crazy.
how that cookie crumbles. When you
Yeah.
can come back, you will come back. That's just a simple reality.
I mean-
Because you can come back, you're going to go out
And
and,
they need
and explore. And the moment it's not comparable to that,
Yeah.
you know, whether
Yeah.
it's the money or the experience,
Or
it's not comparable to that or something that makes you feel like, oh, this is better than that. You're going to go back to that because you can.
There's been plenty of them. It's crazy.
All right, y'all. Hey, let's finish off. Last shot of the night. It's been a pretty good show. It's very informative.
Yes. It's been
Mel over there
therapeutic.
cheating. By
Is
the way,
she now?
I'm
listen,
not cheating.
the way she lift that cup up lets
Man,
me know that it
bruh.
is this much in there.
Let me see.
What?
Let me see.
She lift that cup up. Look, oh
Look,
my
ain't
gosh,
it?
bro. It's
Wow.
all white.
Wow.
All white,
Right
everything.
there.
Mm,
That's a lot.
best friend.
It's a 2-shot.
She is
Did she? Wow.
bullshitting, but we
Yeah.
can throw these back
It
like
is
that.
what it is.
Don't be a hater. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Me too. What you
No,
mean?
you don't.
I do at 10 o'clock.
I got to go to work tomorrow.
Cap.
I got 2 jobs.
What you work at 2 jobs now?
Yeah.
Where you
No,
work
he
at?
does not.
At my regular job and at my home job.
He got school.
Oh, that's 3 jobs. Got a school job too.
God, dog, my homeboy working hard.
You know what I'm saying? Being a daddy is a job.
That's 2 jobs in
I ain't
itself.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
That is 2 jobs.
That's 2 jobs in itself.
All right, y'all. Hey, with that said, thank y'all tuning
Peace,
in,
y'all.
checking it out.
Love
Next
hair
time,
grease, man.
next week, we'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Peace.